Hi everybody, and welcome to Wendy's Witness. Sometimes things just don't go as planned, according to our plans anyway, and this can be irritating and frustrating. However, Proverbs tells us in chapter 16 verse 9, "In their hearts humans plan their course, but the Lord establishes their steps." Maybe you've had some plans go awry. I know I have. But if we're letting the Lord lead us, we're never going to arrive at our wits' end. Keep watching today and let's decide together to not lean on our own understanding, but in all our ways we will decide to acknowledge God, that He is bigger, His ways are better, and to Him there is no end. Life, as we know it, will come to an end, but God, He's doing something new. Try as I may, I can't help but feel a little rush of adrenaline upon buying something new. Of course, this feeling doesn't last very long, and when you know it, before you turn around, they've come out with something new and improved version of what you just got. And now, it just doesn't stack up. Well, materialism and obsessing over things, excess, these are not God's best for us. He wants us to be satisfied in Him. We know God's blessings do include things, but He wants us to recognize that every good thing, every perfect thing comes from Him. He also wants us to give freely as we've been given. Jesus said in Luke 12:15, "Watch out, be on guard against all greed, because one's life is not in the abundance of his possessions." If you lost everything you owned, what would you be left with? How willing are you to let God change your plans? God sees the big picture. He has a bird's eye view and also the advantage of being God. Do we revere Him and fear Him? Who sits on the throne of our lives? These are the questions we must ask ourselves from time to time. The Bible tells us to examine our hearts. That means we take inventory and see if there is any area that we need to surrender to God and things that we need to put in their rightful place. It is a new year, and now is a good time as any to ask God to show us, are we still on the right path? Have we sought His face and spent set apart time with Him this new year that we've been so graciously given? Don't take your relationship with God for granted. Stay on fire for Him. Sometimes we get a wake-up call. The predetermined time arrives, and just like clockwork, we hear the ringing. It awakens us out of our slumber. We wipe our eyes, plant our feet on the floor, and start our day. We don't get mad at the person who called. They're just doing their job. Well, seems to me 2025 has been one big wake-up call so far. And as of the airing of this video, it's only the 15th of January. First, on New Year's Eve, 4 iconic landmarks in the United States were struck by lightning. The Capitol Building, the Washington Monument in Washington, D.C., the One World Trade Center and the Empire State Building in New York City, and then a New Orleans attack, a Cybertruck explosion in Las Vegas, not to mention drones and mystery fog, and now fires. Seems like every day now there's more news, and the bells should be going off in our head, waking us up. If by some chance we've been able to stay asleep up until this point, it's time to get to work. It's time to understand that nothing else is more important than our relationship with Christ, living for Him and reaching the lost. What matters, what truly matters, is What are we doing to further the kingdom of God? We will be known by our fruit. We can see the writing on the wall. These things are lining up, and you'll recognize that if you're reading the manual. I pray we will not miss a single opportunity the Lord gives us, and that we will stay eternally minded. Remain true to the Lord with devoted hearts. Heaven and earth shall pass away, but my words shall not pass away. Matthew 24:35. Well, thank you so much for watching. God bless you. I'll see you back here, and remember, we are all witnesses.